Unlock your potential with a comprehensive suite of investing tools and expert education with GammaEdge. Start your free 14-day trial today.
Good morning, everybody. This is Michael coming to you from GammaEdge on Friday, October 27th with our pre-market morning strategy and briefing session. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it with the SPX Combo Complex. SPX Combo Complex, all expiries turned on over here via our purple tiles in our web app. Spot price denoted obviously by the yellow bar here. Transition denoted by the yellow box that's drawn automatically for us. Above and below spot price put dominated as we see over here. Some gamma and delta nodes above us to watch heading into today. 4150 and 4200 on the upside, extremely important. We see really void of anything above that 4150. Again, though, out of the money, in the money and out of the money put dominated. So moving to the upside will probably be a difficult task, and unless we see significant closing of the in the money puts or even out of the money puts below us and some call targeting above us. The out of the money call speculation really has been void or absent for the past 2 weeks. So we continue to watch for any change in market structure and sentiment to be able to let you know if we're seeing any change of that positioning or structure. But as of now, we're not seeing that. We'll be able to see that in the landscape view, I think, really well in the next view. Landscape view here, you can tell really significant that really no out of the money call speculation at all. Significant put speculation to the downside as we've seen the past few days, continues along with price. Again, a lot of we've been discussing being stretched, but until we see mechanical closing of these puts or erosion through time and out of the money calls open up, changing the sentiment and direction will be extremely difficult. Here is the SPXA, all expiries turned on here. Again, noticing those same kind of delta and gamma nodes above us, 4150, 4200, 4100 below us, all the way down to 4000. We see actually levels down toward that area. POI was at 4000 yesterday. But 4100 is going to be important to the downside. If we did get below 4130 today, that would be our next stopping area, and then 4050 and then 4000 all the way to downside. Here's the landscape view of the SPXA. Again, you'll notice that significant put levels below us, and then out of the money call speculation is really void and absent. Here's the SPXA, their landscape view. Here is the SPXA in isolation for November. Again, 4100, you see that transition drawn above us at 4170 and then 4200. So 4100 will be extremely important as if we move down towards that level. Spot price closed at 4135. So we'll see how we handle that as we head into today. Here is the SPXP, all expiries turned on. Again, very wide transition as we've denoted, and then 4100, large confluence between the SPXA, SPXP combo complex. Moving above 4150 really would be that line in the sand today. We saw multiple rejections there yesterday on a TA standpoint, so we'll see how we handle that. Again, out of the money, in the money and out of the money put dominated, so really a negative structure continues. Nothing's really changed there. Heading into today's 0 DTE, again, narrow transition here at 4165 to 4170, which is a nice confluence between the overall structures that we're watching. Again, 4130 will be important to the downside, as you notice. Significant delta sitting there, and then 4100, and then we do see some in the money calls here. But I will draw your attention to the net OI column. So if we're looking at these in the money calls, as we've been discussing, everybody wants to see those come in or out of the money call speculation, but make sure you're noting the call OI. We're in the 10s here, negative here. So this is just subtraction of the put OI versus the call OI. So really, these they're not exerting that much force. We'd want to see this flipped. We'd want to see a positive or larger call OI here for these in the money calls to really be any type of supportive demand type action to the downside, but they are not at the moment. So again, the commentary has been posted in the SPX PBI BMO. Make sure you're understanding that heading in the afternoon. Really where we're at versus this 4130 heading in the afternoon will be important. If we're below it, I'd anticipate some more weakness down towards 4100. If we're above it, 4130 may see some traverse up to that transition level at 4165. Again, that 4165 on a TA standpoint has been pretty important for the past couple days, and then 4180 is the upside. I've drawn that. So COTMP heading in today is 4128, 4130 on the all expiries as the trading view run of 5 p.m. Then we have negative GEX down here at 4100, and then POI still down there at 4000 as we're looking at the structures and change there. Getting above 4180 will be important. That's really kind of been that level that we've been watching, multiple rejections there. And then we got 4167, 4165 where we rejected yesterday. So make sure you're denoting those on your charts as you head into this morning. We'll see how the price action is around there. We are getting a small move up in the afternoon. Again, we'll look at the tick and then go through the market models. Tick US, we did not see significant institutional selling yesterday, but it still was weak. New lows outpacing new highs. Tick continue to make new lows. We did move back above the shortest term moving averages, but again, in the overall market model of the red below the cyan, we'd be looking to short any bounce. And then if we do have some sort of constructive turnaround of the tick, we'd do some progressive exposure. We'd start treading in very lightly, as the prone to failure has been the statement for the past couple weeks. ARCX, we did cross above the shortest term moving average, but again, the overall market structure is significantly down, as I've been discussing really all week. Red below cyan, we're completely expanded versus the colored ribbon. So changing the colored ribbon back to the upside will take some significant change in market sentiment and market structure and positioning. Again, these short-term bounces can just be monetization of puts, and then we move back to the upside, and then we see this total failure and back down to the downside. So again, continue to be careful. I would really not suggest anything on the long side as I did yesterday throughout the day and in my afternoon update, unless we really, for me, is going to be getting back above 4,200. Is really going to kind of be that line in the sand for SPX. Even the transition now is in trans 42.35, so we need to get back above that in trans really to have any chance to move back up towards 0 gex, which is again consequently 4,300, where really it's kind of been the cap of that range up to the top side. So hope that helps. Morning call PDF has been posted also. Make sure you're reviewing that. I know we've had a lot of discussion about the tick and the tick tag combos, so make sure you are understanding where we're at. This is continuation day down, TC7. We did close off the bottom, but again, we closed below the previous day low. Again, tick continues in a downward fashion. I encourage everybody, if you're using TradeStation, just use a bolded CT also. You can toggle those on and off. I do that frequently just to be able to get a view of kind of what's happening with the bolded CT in isolation. Really kind of clears things up. You can see really we just had a consolidation sideways. You could overlay price, but price just kind of consolidated sideways also. And then we started moving back and taking out the lows of tick. So on a TA standpoint, you can use tick as the highs and lows also, really to get a sentiment idea, understanding if you're getting back above a previous low, then obviously the buyers are coming in, or if you're taking out a previous low, obviously the sellers are continuing to the downside. Railroad track continues to the downside. We do have some flattening, but really not much at all. So again, continuation day down TC9 on the railroad track, understanding that. And then continuation down TC1 relates to the ribbon, red below cyan, significant negative slope there. So hopefully that helps. Again, tick conditions have been posted. If we do have any questions about this, make sure we're asking, post in technical questions, ask in voice chat. We'll be happy to clear that up for for today, and then heading into open mic on Sunday. We want to make sure everybody understands these and how to use these and how to implement this, because this really is the core market model and core trading strategy that I use, and I know we try to use, we push here at GammaEdge that everything starts with the tick to keep you on the right side of the market. So, all right, let's make it a great Friday, everybody. Thanks. We'll see you in Discord in just a few.